Country newcomer Maggie Sajak released her latest single, Wild Boy, last month, which is an upbeat track about a rebellious boy with a wild side. Her debut single, First Kiss, did quite well when it was released 2 years ago and was also featured in a Hallmark Movie Channel special. Still a teenager, Maggie is making the most of this opportunity. We had a chance to chat with her about that new music.
Well, I have got a special treat today, catching up with Miss Maggie Sajak. How are you?
Great.
I love your single. I've heard it, and then I watched the video. Absolutely beautiful. Wild Boy.
Yes.
Tell us about finding that song and working with your producer and knowing that's the single.
Well, when I first heard it, it was sort of one of those immediate things where you just know. I felt like it's a really powerful song, but not in like an overpowering way. It's not like the music's, super crazy or loud. It's just, it means a lot, I think, to a lot of people, and it meant a lot to me when I heard it. And then, when I find out who the writers are, there's some pretty amazing writers. It's Chris Lindsay, Amy Mayo, Caitlin Smith, Troy Burgess. So I know that I was just so honored to be able to record that. And yeah, it was kind of immediate when I first heard it.
Did someone pitch it to you or send it to you?
Yeah, it was sent to me. My producer is Josh Leo, actually, and he's, an amazing writer too. But we heard this one, it was sent to us, and I was so happy to record it. And I know how it kind of focuses on the wild boy, but I sort of interpret it kind of focuses on the girl too. It focuses on you're making decisions about the wild boy and deciding to put your heart on the line, and that's what I like about it.
In the video. Now, you shot that in Brooklyn, right?
Yes.
So how was it for you to film the video? What happened that day?
It was really fun. It was one of the funnest days because it was a lot of really top people in the fashion industry, and I love fashion, so that was really cool for me to work with them. And I think it was cool for them to see the country world too, because it's different. There's not a lot of country in Brooklyn. It was at this crazy studio, Acme Studios, really funky place, and we did this clean video there, which was kind of funny. But we really are happy with how it turned out. I think everyone who worked on it is proud of it, which makes me really happy. And it's more introspective. It's sort of, like I said, about the girl making the decision rather than just focusing on the guy with tattoos, who I think everyone can think of that guy in their head when they hear the song.
This isn't something new for you. This is your second release, right? When you were 16, you had another single.
Yes.
So how young were you when you really started? Did I read like 10 or?
Yeah, well, I've been singing really since I can remember, doing, dance classes, everything like that when I was little. I liked performing. And then I got a guitar when I was about 8. I got this really little guitar from my grandparents, and I like, kind of playing around singing. But then I got my Taylor guitar, which I still play, when I was 13 from my parents, and I really haven't put it down since then. It was sort of an immediate thing. I fell in love with it. I always played piano, but then when I started playing guitar, I knew it was right for me.
So you play both instruments?
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah, and I play a little bit of mandolin too. I've picked that up, and
awesome.
I even got a ukulele, which is fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Friday night, foot all lights, backseat, so polite.
You live in Maryland. Country music for a girl at your age, a teen, is it sort of rare there, or is it popular?
It's like, it depends. I think it's not obviously a country music capital like Nashville is. There's so many places in the South, but it is sort of big there. I think there are a lot of country fans, and it's always been big in my family, in my house. My mom's always listened to it. It's been in the car, my whole life. So when I was going into music and pursuing it more, as a career, it really wasn't even a big option for me. It was just sort of country. It's what I wanted to do from the start. Yeah.
Well, you talk about your family. Sajak, I guess we all know that name. Yeah. What was it like having a dad on TV from the Wheel of Fortune? And was he proud of you for doing country music? And does he ever sing? Or?
No, he is not, musically inclined in that way as a performer, but he did used to be a DJ actually a long time ago. So he likes good music. He recognizes good music. Yeah, but it's been good to grow up around the set and everything. I've seen how he interacts with everyone he works with and how he's balanced his family life and his professional life. So I've been able to grow up knowing that you can do that and you don't have to, let fame change you or anything like that. So he's been a really good example for me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
As parents should be. That's wonderful.
Exactly.
And your mom works well with you. She comes with you, and you guys get to spend a lot of time together, I guess, on the road.
We have a lot of fun together, and she's really great with music, a big music fan, a great musician. She used to play piano and keyboard and be in a little band when she was my age too. So she is really great with music. Whenever I'm writing something or whenever we receive a song, she's a good judge of it. So awesome. We have fun, yeah.
That's great. So talk a little bit about Teen Vogue, because you were spotlighted and sort of featured there.
Yeah, I did a story with them in July, and then when my video came out, they actually featured my video on their website. They had the exclusive premiere. I think it was cool because it is that fashion world, and I like being able to sort of include country. I think, and it's a younger demographic, so it shows, I think, that my song Wild Boy is sort of good for that age where, you know, girls are just starting to meet these wild boys, and maybe later on too, when people have had more of these experiences.
Wild boy, wild boy.
Songwriting, do you write a lot?
Yeah, I've been working on writing a lot more recently. It's been a lot of fun. I just wrote a song actually for a cancer patient, a pediatric cancer patient, and that was a cool experience because writing about your own experiences is important, but when you can write about someone else's and, you know, see the impact for them, that's amazing. You know, it's even more amazing. So yeah, writing's been fun. It's a great way to get emotions out there, and it's I know in high school and everything I always like to jot down little songs, and so now I'm working on it a lot more professionally.
You have lots to write about.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? I mean, a lot has happened. The single out, it goes to country radio, and the video's out. We can find you at Maggie Sajak.
Yep, MaggieSajak.com, my Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that's just at Maggie Sajak. And I'm working on writing and recording for a new album. I'm working with Josh Leo, who's a really great producer, really great guy too.
Yeah,
fantastic. We've been working in the studio, hopefully a new album next year, maybe in the spring. So that's what I'm doing right now, and it's been a lot of fun, and I'm glad I get to spend more time in Nashville.
Busy girl, on top of going to college and all the other things you have going on. It's so great to catch up with you. We're going to hear some music from you here in a minute, and I appreciate it. Miss Maggie Sajak.
Charms are senseless. Ooh, leaves you defenseless. Wild boy, wild boy.
Look for Maggie to release her first full-length album in the spring of 2014. Time for another break, but we've got lots more to come here on Inside Music Row. We'll be right back with a group that just hit #1 on the Texas music charts. Don't go away.